I got to talk about some business parts today inside of me that are really struggling. First, I got Taylor Swift's necklace from her CD. So that's a good thing. However, I have not used social media in a long time other than consume it. I ran a nonprofit, but I hired somebody that did it. She did it great. And I was always just like, we could do this. And then she just made it happen. And now I'm trying to do it for my business. It's like I've forgotten how to do it. My parts are just like, that's it. We got to roll up this business. We're going to have a business online and we don't know social media anymore. That's it. We just wasted all this time. We're going to waste all this money. I have some inner critic parts that are real activated right now. So let me map them out for you. Let's map them out for me. Hold on. Here we go. Business parts map. First, I have inner critic. You don't know about shit. You may have been a business consultant and a business coach for 20 years, but you don't know shit. Then I have another part that is like, but we can learn, the learner, the excited learner. We can learn. Look how fun it'll be to figure it out. And then we have another part that is like, we are wasting money. God, wasting money, not making any money. The money part. Then we have another one that is saying, we just need to get a regular job. Just go get a regular job. Just stop messing around. Go get a regular job. And then when I stop for a second and just writing out these parts helps me do this. When I look at my self-energy and start to kind of take a deep breath, go inside, land inside my body, and I get in self-energy, I can be curious about these parts. So when I ask my parts, which part needs the attention the most? It's this one, the money part, because all of these seem to kind of come to money. Money parts like, look, it's been 2 weeks. We aren't going to get a paycheck this month. So, or if we do get a paycheck, it's not going to be very much. And we need to get moving. This is serious. And I can use myself to get curious about it. What is serious? We need money. How much money do we need? Myself asked this part. We need all the money. All the money. All the money. We need all the money. There's never enough money. I can get curious, stay curious, because this part wants to flood the whole system. It just wants to take over. And I can feel it in my body. I can feel it in my stomach. Okay. Do we really need all the money? Or do you think we could have some money? Well, some money will probably be okay, but we got to get moving and we got to make money. All right? What happens if we don't make money? Oh my God. Don't even say that. Don't even say that. If we don't make money, we're going to be broke. We're going to be homeless. We're going to lose our car. We're going to lose everything. We're going to not be able to pay our electricity. And I can literally feel my throat tightening when I'm talking to this part. This part's really strong and it's really activated. It can flood the system. It can flood everything and just make everything else go away and just become a big part. But if I stay in this self-energy and think, okay, stay curious, stay calm, be compassionate. Remember, this part is trying to teach us something, trying to tell us something. Money part. What are you worried about is going to happen? We're going to be homeless. We're going to not have any money. We already went through this. You're right. What happens if we're homeless and we're just a failure? We are a failure. We'll never be good at anything. And then we're going to have to get a regular job because that is the only way to make certain money. And then I have another part that popped up right now and said, oh my God, we are unemployable, which is true. I got ADHD. I've been a director of an organization for too long. I can't be an employee. How can we're trapped. This is trapped. This is the trapped part. My God, we're going to be trapped in a regular job. This is what happens. This starts to flood now. So I'm going to take a step back and say, okay, breathe again. Curious, calm, confident. Put some confidence in here. If we're compassionate, money part. Notice that I'm not going to these other parts, yet. They're just coming up because we're working with this one. If I go to this one again, all right, so we fail. Money part. How old are you? Well, I don't know. How old are you? I'm 52. You're 52? We're 52. How do we get that old? I think I'm like a teenager. I think I'm a teenager. I'm like 18. Okay. And that's when you got this job of worrying about money. We wanted to go to college and there was enough money. My mom lost her job. And just right now, did I remember that happened at age 18, that my mom lost her job? And I had not remembered that because she started a business. And then we were okay, even though mom lost her job. We're okay. Guess what? We are 52 years old now, and we have money in savings. We have a house that's almost paid for. We have a car that's almost paid for. We don't have any more student loans. We go on vacations every year. What? We have a totally different life than what you think we do. So I don't have to do this anymore. I don't have to have this frantic, we got to make money. No, not if you don't want to. Now that you know where we're at in life. Oh, so what would you rather do instead? I am good at thinking about money. I am good at motivating us. That's true. We do need motivation because sometimes we get off here in the learner. We just want to learn. We never do a sale. We have a sales part. Put that here, a sales part that sometimes likes to not work, likes to disassociate so we don't have to actually sell. So this money part is really important. So thank you for doing your job all these years. Sure. But all you've done is made me go away. If you were in charge helping us with money and reminding us that we need to make money, you could work with the sales part, right? You guys could figure out a little bit of a plan for sure. And now I can feel the sales part getting excited. Oh yeah, we could. That would be fun. All right. Now I want to check in with who you were protecting. This is the important thing. We heard this part say 18-year-old. So anytime that a part tells you that it was younger, that's probably when it was developed. I say born, but that's not official IFS language. I say this part was born at 18 and it was their mom lost a job. So this is an exile. This is a scared part of me inside my system that got really scared about money at 18 when my mom lost her job. So this exile is actually what this part is protecting and has been protecting. It's probably what this part, because when my mom lost her job, because she had a regular job, she started a business. And it took her a while to make any money. I remember fights of my parents. My dad saying, why don't you just get a regular job? She's like, no, I really want to start this business. I have more opportunities if I start this business than if I get a job. So what I can do is help this exile. Now I get to update this exile and say, we're 52. You don't have to live here anymore in this scared room about this. So I'm going to take you out. I'm going to take you out and we're going to go out of the spot where you're hiding. And I'm going to put you in a soft room where you're safe. That is how you unburden your parts. So unburdening a part or an exile is actually where the healing happens. So in this case right now, I didn't realize that I still held on to that idea that when my mom lost her job and started a business and how scary that was and how my parents fought about it. I didn't really remember it until I activated this part and got these parts to talk to me. And now I feel like, well, that was true. It was hard. But my mom built a great business and she did really, really well. And I have that inside of me too. So that's why this is so powerful and why I want everyone to learn how to do it. If you want to learn how, I have a free startup guide in my you know what down there, and you can learn how to do it too. At least get started.